From translation, Net New English Translation, this 162 day of the year, today we are reading passages, Job 35-37, Job chapter 35, verses 1 to 16. Then Elihu replied, "Do you think this is just? You say, I will be cleared before God. Yet you ask him, what does it profit you, and what benefit comes to me if I sin? I will answer you and your friends with you. Look at the heavens and see, observe the clouds which are higher than you. If you sin, what do you accomplish against him? If your transgressions are multiplied, what do you do to him? If you are righteous, what do you give to God, or what does he receive from your hand? Your wickedness affects only a person like yourself, and your righteousness only a human being. People cry out because of the excessive oppression. They cry out for help because of the power of the mighty. But no one says, where is God my Maker, who gives songs in the night, who teaches us more than the animals of the earth, and makes us wiser than the birds of the air? There they cry out, but he does not answer, because of the pride of evil men. Surely God does not hear an empty cry, nor does the Almighty regard it. How much less when you say that you do not see him, that the case is before him and you must wait for him. And now, because his anger does not punish, and he does not take much note of transgression, so Job opens his mouth for empty talk, he multiplies words without knowledge." Job chapter 36, verses 1 to 33. Elihu also proceeded and said, "Bear with me a little longer, and I will show you that there is more to be said in God's behalf. I will bring my knowledge from afar and ascribe righteousness to my Maker. For truly my words are not false. One who is perfect in knowledge is with you. Behold, God is mighty, but he does not despise anyone. He is mighty in strength of understanding. He does not preserve the life of the wicked, but gives justice to the afflicted. He does not withdraw his eyes from the righteous, but with kings on the throne he seats them forever, and they are exalted. And if they are bound in fetters and held captive by cords of affliction, then he declares to them their deed and their transgressions, that they have behaved proudly. He opens their ears to instruction and commands that they return from iniquity. If they listen and serve him, they complete their days in prosperity and their years in pleasantness. But if they do not listen, they perish by the sword and die without knowledge. The godless in heart cherish anger. They do not cry for help when he binds them. They die in their youth, and their life ends among the cult prostitutes. He delivers the afflicted by their affliction. He instructs them by their affliction. He is also drawing you out of the mouth of distress into a broad place where there is no cramping, and what is set on your table is full of fatness. But you are full of the judgment on the wicked. Judgment and justice seize you. Beware that wrath does not entice you to scoff, and let not the greatness of the ransom turn you aside. Will your cry for help keep you from distress, or all the forces of your strength? Do not long for the night when peoples vanish in their place. Be careful, do not turn to evil, for you have preferred this to affliction. Behold, God is exalted in his power, who is a teacher like him, who has appointed him his way, and who has said, you have done wrong. Remember that you should magnify his work of which men have sung. All mankind has looked on it, man gazes from afar. Behold, God is great, and we do not know him. The number of his years is unsearchable. For he draws up the drops of water, they distill his mist in rain, which the clouds pour down and drip on mankind abundantly. Who can understand the spreading of the clouds, the thundering of his pavilion? Behold, he scatters his lightning about him and covers the depths of the sea, for by these he judges peoples and gives food in abundance. He covers his hands with the lightning and commands it to strike the mark. Its thunder declares his presence, the cattle also, concerning the coming storm." Job chapter 37, verses 1 to 24. At this also my heart trembles and leaps out of its place. Listen carefully to the thunder of his voice and the rumbling that goes out from his mouth. Under the whole heaven he lets it loose, and his lightning to the corners of the earth. After it a voice roars. He thunders with his majestic voice, and he does not restrain the lightnings when his voice is heard. God thunders wondrously with his voice. He does great things that we cannot comprehend. For to the snow he says, fall on the earth, and to the shower and the rain, be mighty. He seals up the hand of every man, that all men whom he made may know it. Then the beasts go into their lairs and remain in their dens. From its chamber comes the whirlwind, and cold from the scattering winds. By the breath of God ice is given, and the broad waters are frozen fast. He loads the thick cloud with moisture, the clouds scatter his lightning. They turn around and around by his guidance, to do whatever he commands them on the face of the inhabited earth. Whether for correction or for his land or for love, he causes it to happen. Hear this, O Job, stop and consider the wondrous works of God. Do you know how God lays his command upon them and causes the lightning of his cloud to shine? Do you know the balancings of the clouds, the wondrous works of him who is perfect in knowledge, you whose garments are hot when the earth is still because of the south wind? Can you like him spread out the skies, hard as a molten mirror? teach us what we should say to him. We cannot draw up our case because of darkness. Shall it be told him that I would speak? If a man were to say, surely I would be overwhelmed. And now no one looks on the light when it is bright in the skies, when the wind has passed and cleared them. Out of the north comes golden splendor. God is clothed in awesome majesty. The Almighty, we cannot find him. He is great in power. Justice and abundant righteousness he will not violate. Therefore men fear him. He does not regard any who are wise of heart.